So the last shape that's actually classified as a prism is a cylinder. So it's a lot different than the rectangular and triangular ones that we've already done, but it's also a lot the same. So there's going to be a lot of things that we can kind of carry over. The big difference is obviously it has a circular base instead of a rectangle or a triangle. So that's actually what's going to change the most is when we get to this part here where hey, what's the area of the base? The bottom of this thing's a circle, so we need to be able to find the area of that. So if you remember from Unit 10, pi times the radius squared. Now, when I write the symbol pi, that is 3.14 for us on the calculator. Do not use the pi button on the calculator, Hunter. If you continue to use the pi button on the calculator, Hunter, you're going to get these wrong. Stop using the pi button. So when I set this up, another thing to note is you need the radius. So if you're given the diameter in the picture, you're going to have to cut that in half before you can plug it in. But this might be the simplest one of the three, because you've only got two dimensions. You've got a height and then you've got the radius. So area of the base of this guy is pi times 8 squared, and then I just multiply that by the height of this thing, which is 10. Okay, they're not going to get any harder than this. The only big difference is if you've got the radius versus the diameter, you're going to have to make some adjustments on your end. So 3.14 times 6 squared, 8, where did I get a 6? 8 squared times 10 is 2009.6 cubic kilometers. That's a gigantic cylinder, kilometers. But it doesn't really matter what the units are, just, they don't really play an important part until the end anyway. All right, so like I said, there's not a whole lot going on here. Pi times r squared times the height, and then this guy's pi times r squared times the height. So pi times 25 times 7, this guy is 549.5 cubic yards. And then similarly over here, I've got 36 times 8, 904.3 cubic meters. All right, so this is what I was saying. You've got diameters here. That doesn't change anything. You have to be able to kind of switch on the fly and say, oh, I need a 9 over here instead of an 18. Or, oh, I need an 8 over here instead of a 16. Okay, cut it in half. All right, so this guy, the one on the left, has a volume of 3.14 times 81 times 10. It has a volume of 2,534, I reversed that, sorry, 43.4 cubic kilometers. And the one on the right, wow, that's huge. 14,067.2 cubic feet. Okay, that's it. Like I said, if you've done the rectangular and the triangular, this isn't a big switch. The only difference is, it's a circle instead of the other shapes.